Good morning, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Cinnamon Stitches. I am your yarn host, Jennifer. We reached 10,000 subscribers. Ooh, 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 ooh. We reached 10,000 subscribers. Oh, man, I'm so excited. We've been watching the numbers all week. Watching them go up and go up and go up. Every time I upload a video, more subscribers are just like coming on. So, hi, new guys. Hey, welcome to the party. Hopefully I can entertain you guys enough to keep you on. But it's crazy. It's crazy. I never had a goal to reach 10,000 subscribers. I never anticipated this. I never expected any of this to happen, honestly. I'm just so excited. It is like crazy that there are 10,000 people out there. Hi! All right, so I just wanted to come in, share that, because, hey, I'm excited. I'm going to show you what I was working on. You know, got a little bit of this and a little bit of that. And I think that's all we're going to do is just, you know, we're going to talk. We're just going to talk. I'm going to get my stuff ready to show you guys. I uploaded, I think the other day. I'm filming these all at one time. I'm not good at pretending it's a different day than what it is. Today is the 4th. I'm not going to upload this till probably Friday. So hopefully on the 4th, I uploaded a Hobium unboxing video because Hobium was so generous to contact me. Probably because of Crystal. I mean, we all know Hobium and Crystal have this like beautiful relationship. They love each other. And probably because Crystal has mentioned me a couple hundred times, it feels like. And so I think, you know, Hobium was like, oh, well, maybe we should check her out and send her some free yarn and see what she thinks. So I think that's what happened. But that was like crazy exciting. I'm just going to be honest. I debated whether I wanted to do that unboxing or whether I wanted to receive anything from them because I don't want to be a sellout, honestly. But also, we all know that I love Premier Yarns, and they're my company. Premier is my Hobium, and there's nothing wrong with Hobium. The yarn was gorgeous. It was gorgeous, but you know, I'm a Premier girl. But that's not to say I will be ordering from Hobium. I do like some of the yarns enough to buy them. And so, you know, but yeah, that's how that goes. So I got that box sitting right here. In case you didn't see, I'll give you a quick little peek of what's in my box. In case you didn't see it, then I'll link this video below. It's not pretty like it was when I showed it, but look at those colors. Oh my god. Oh my god. I gotta show you these ones. Not that one. They're like all over the place. This was all nice and neat, and now it's not, but look at them colors. Woo, man. You know Cinnamon Stitches likes her colors. That is some sexy yarn, I'm just saying. All right, so let's get down to business. You guys want to see what I've been making? First of all, I made this. There's not a pattern for any of this. Well, there's a pattern for one thing, but it's not mine. But I will link her video because it was a lot of fun. I enjoyed making it. So there's this. That's the Cinnamon Fade Shawl. Brunhilde ain't changed her clothes in a couple days. Homegirl stank, but anyway. So I made this. I made this last night, and this yarn is Premier Serenity. What is it? It's the one with that's like a long tube, and it's got the color stripes. Serenity something stripes. I don't know. I can't remember. You know, I probably should look that up. Let's look that up real quick. Premier Yarn. See, I only got to push a P, and my computer knows. Go straight to Premier's website because you guys know. You know. All right, search. Serenity. S-E-R. Serenity. It's not the Serenity Chunky. Serenity. I should know this. This is the only ball of that yarn. It's Premier Serenity Chunky Big Ombre. Okay. This was one whole skein. I should know this. This is the only skein of this yarn that I've ever bought. I got it at AC Moore for $5, which was a steal. Anyway, it's been sitting on my shelf a while. I used to really be into the chunky yarns, and I'm not anymore. I like the thinner stuff. So I haven't bought more. This was so nice to work with. It's so squishy. And this is not a pattern. I just kind of like did my thing. But I can tell you exactly what I did. It's just I chained 150, but this is like a bulky yarn. So I chained 150, and then the very first row I did half double crochets, and I did a little bit of increase. I think I did 3 double crochets together right here. So that's at the halfway point. So if it's 150 stitches, you do 74 half double crochets, and then in the next 3 chains you do 3 double crochets together, and then 74 more half double crochets, and then all the rest is double crochet. And at the peak of that, I did 2 double crochet, chain 1, 2 double crochet, double crochets. The next row and all the rest of the rows in the hole I did double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, chain 1, double crochet. That's how you get the peak. And then on the ends here, I decreased to get a point. So on each end here, on both sides, I did decreases. So I did 2 double crochets together, 2 double crochets together, 2 double crochets together, 2 double crochets together. Hopefully that makes sense to all of you, and you can recreate this. It's a super, super easy pattern. Super easy. And no, I'm not going to write it out, because writing patterns out is a lot of work, and I don't like doing it. I'm just being honest. I don't really like it. It's not fun. Kudos to those people that enjoy it. I do not. Actually, I should probably take this off because I got something else to show you. All right, I made this. This, again, does not have a pattern and will not have a pattern. Crochet in a circle. Make a flat part here, so then just start crocheting back and forth this way. And then when it fits out to right here on your head, chain a whole bunch, and then start making like the scarf all the way around. So as if you were making a scarf. Okay. And then this is just a hooded scarf. I added a star stitch design here. It is really, really long. It's like a super scarf. You wrap it around yourself a whole bunch of times. A whole bunch. If you live in a cold climate, you know, Alaska or northern Canada or everywhere else that's cold right now. Okay. Super warm. And I made this with Michael's Loops and Thread. I think it's Loops and Threads. This is their alpaca yarn. It was clearance out for like $2 a ball a while ago. And I had like 5 of them, but they were taking up so much space on my shelf that I needed the room. So I'm like, well, I'm going to pull them all down and make something. So this actually was 4 skeins. I have another skein that I have yet to didn't do anything with, but made that. And then I made a baby blanket just for the heck of it. This is another thing I probably should have brought it here. I made a pillow. I'm calling it my flamingo pillow. It's upstairs on my bed. There's this really weird puffy pink yarn that I got from A. Seymour. It's actually Premier Yarns Isaac Mizrahi yarn, but it looks like a flamingo butt. Like, that's the only way I can describe it. It looks like a flamingo butt. It's really, really thick, puffy, pink, feathery looking yarn, okay? I made a pillow cover with that by just basically making what looked like a baby blanket. And then I used this, which is Bernat Softy Baby Chunky, I think. And I crocheted around the sides so that it looks, you know, it has a detail to it. Anyway, since I used part of the skein, and I had 2 of these skeins, I'm like, well, I need to make something out of it because I'm trying to do this no yarn left behind thing where I don't have a bunch of these laying around because I didn't use it all. So I'm trying to, like, if I finish one project, I take that yarn, I use it on something else so that I'm not collecting balls. I mean, not that I got anything against balls, but you know. So, and then I also had purple in the same yarn. So this is also Bernat Softy Chunky Baby, whatever it is. I just made a giant granny square blanket. It was not giant, but I mean, it's baby blanket. It's beautiful. I love these colors together. I think that is just so, so pretty. Now I just got to figure out who's having babies because I love making baby blankets, but I'm 40 years old. Everybody I know is around my age and nobody's having babies. So I got to find some younger friends or something. Something. Or just save them till I'm a grandma. But my daughter says she's never having kids, so gotta wait till my 5-year-old has kids. Hopefully it's not till he's in his 30s and he's ready. I'll probably be dead by then. Who knows? Who knows? Alright, so then I do have a pattern for this. Is this not gorgeous? Oh my god, I love this. This was so fun. Okay, I wanted to make a cowl for St. Patrick's Day. We celebrate St. Patrick's Day really big in our house. We make corned beef and cabbage. I make Cold Cannon because Cold Cannon is my favorite. Yeah, we go all out for St. Patrick's Day. Yeah, love it. So I wanted something green to wear. So I pulled off, this was, what the heck are those things? Oh my goodness, I can't remember. You know the yarn chains that they used to have at Michael's? I think they were by Karen, and they were like the different colored yarns that were all attached in like a link. I know you guys all know what I'm talking about. I cannot think. The name is escaping me. Anyway, I found one on clearance a long time ago, like 2 years ago, and it was the bottom 4 greens. So this brown green, this hunter green, this whatever this is another color, this one. Okay, and then I added, this is Premier Everyday in the color Kiwi, and I added that to the top. I found this pattern on YouTube. I will link the video to this below, but I just absolutely love the leaf detail on this. It reminds me of like ivy climbing up lattice. So I actually blocked, this is the first thing I've ever blocked because it was like all the stitches were like, you know, trying to hug each other. I just absolutely love this cowl. I love the detail. I think that is so much fun. Now, of course, in true Jennifer Cinnamon Stitches fashion, I did not follow the pattern exactly. But if you want to know how to make the leaves and the lattice part, I will give you the video. Yeah, the video. I'll show you the video of how the idea of this came about. But I think this is the prettiest thing ever. And I'm going to probably make some more of these. But I might make this with self-striping yarn because that was a lot of ends to weave in. I did not care for that. But isn't that pretty? Oh my goodness. I just love that. This would probably be like gorgeous as a poncho, like at a much bigger scale. Wouldn't that be beautiful? Might be something I have to make in the future. Because Lord knows I got enough yarn to do another project like that. Okay, and then I showed you guys I got the Premier Bloom Chunky yarn. Now, if you recall, a while back, this is like my favorite. I love this yarn. I have almost all the colors. It's in its own little cube right there. This is their regular bloom. But they just released, it doesn't fit in there. I gotta mess with that. They just released a Bloom Chunky yarn. So I pulled out the Bloom Chunky and I wanted to play with it. I wanted to tell, because honestly, and I said this in the previous video where I showed me buying it, I was not sure I was going to like the Bloom Chunky because I love this so much. I love working with this. It is soft. It is squishy. And it's a thinner yarn. I'm cool with thicker yarns, but I really like thinner. I'm leaning towards more. The more I crochet, the more I like working with thinner yarns. I like the detail in the stitches. I like being able to create lacy effects. So I was not sure I was going to like the Bloom Chunky at all. But I also wanted to try to do the Bloom Chunky in Tunisian. And this is the Tunisian knit stitch. It looks very much like knitting. And this is my favorite Tunisian stitch because it looks like it's been knitted. This is a yarn eater, and it will just, it makes it extra thick. It's way thicker and denser than if I had knitted it. But the reason I wasn't sure also that I like this is because there's very sharp color breaks, if you can see. And depending on the project and the stitch, that can become drastically more apparent. Okay? So I was not sure that I was going to like this yarn. I'm stretching it. It's got a little stretch. Actually, it's got quite a bit of stretch to it. This is just a very small, and it's got like a seam, but this is a very small, and there's an end that I didn't weave in apparently. Oh, this is the opposite side. This is what the back side of the stitch looks like. Okay, so knit stitch, that's the front. It was very small. It's way smaller than I like because I don't like anything close to my neck. But it's because I wanted to do more than one kind of stitch. So I used 3 balls and I made 3 little projects. I think that it is absolutely gorgeous in this knit stitch. I think it's beautiful. I would love to see this knit up. It's too tight on my neck. I don't like that, but I think it's beautiful. Ugh. While I had the yarn out, I also made one in single crochet. Okay. They're just about the same size. Okay. Knit stitch, single crochet. Don't like the single crochet in this at all. Do you see the shift, the harsh breaks? I don't like that. So if you're going to just single crochet with this, I would not. See that? Whereas here, it is way, way less noticeable and less drastic. So that's my review of the bloom. I wouldn't do the single crochet again. I don't like the way that looks. That looks very like pixelated to me. However, it takes up way less yarn than this. As you can see, see the thickness here, and then see the thickness here. This takes up a lot more yarn, but it is way, way more beautiful. This actually took over 1 skein, so you have to keep that in mind. If you're going to make a small cowl, you're going to need 2 balls of this. Okay, and there's that. And then, I don't have a ponytail in today, so this is going to look kind of stupid. I used all the yarn I had left. Again, leave no yarn behind. And I made a ponytail hat in single crochet. Imagine I would have a ponytail here. Okay. I like the hat in the single crochet. I don't like the cowl in the single crochet. And that's just because I don't know how to Tunisian crochet in the round. So I couldn't make this. But I like the ponytail hat. I just don't like the cowl so much. The cowl is not my favorite. I mean, when it's folded down like this, who notices it? Nobody cares. It's still pretty. So if you wanted to buy this and do a single crochet, if you're going to wear it like this, nobody's going to notice those breaks. It's still like, this looks cool together. I think it's beautiful. But I really do prefer this stitch with it. And I think knitted, that would be absolutely gorgeous. So that's all I have for you today. Thank you for joining me and listening to me ramble about my yarn adventures. Today is my husband and mine's 20th anniversary. Not 20th wedding anniversary, because we celebrate the day we met and fell in love and started dating. And so 20 years ago today, we met, we fell in love, we started dating. It was a very strange romance. We did a lot of things in a very odd order. And everything that we been through the first 5 years were meant to make us break up and not be together. It was a very strange, it's been a strange journey, but yeah, everything that was supposed to not work out by normal standards actually worked out to be something quite beautiful and wonderful. And I'm so grateful to have him. He's been doing little things all week to surprise me. I think it was Sunday morning, he bought me some red roses. And he said, because it's the start of our 20th anniversary week. So then the next day, he brought me a bag of potato chips that I really enjoyed. It was a little tiny small bag, you know. I'm trying not to eat all that crap. But, you know, he bought me a little bag of chips home, which in itself was sweet. Is my favorite, one of my favorite chips. Because my favorite chips he can't get here because it's a Michigan brand chips. It's Better Made. Better Made barbecue are like my favorite chips. And like, I'm glad I'm not near them because I binge eat them when I eat them. They're good. They're that good. They are that good. I don't like regular barbecue, but Better Made barbecue is kind of like got a little spice to it. It's good. It's good. Anyway, so, and then yesterday he came home from work and he comes in and he hands me, I don't have it in here, but he bought me one of these cream cottons from Michael's, but he bought it in white so that I could dye it my own colors. And he bought me a little box of Godiva chocolate. I'm not a chocolate eater by any means, so I shared it. But I appreciate the sentiment, you know. Chocolate and yarn. What girl wouldn't love that? So today we're going to go out to dinner. We're going to have a nice little dinner, just the two of us. And my daughter is going to watch my son, which is going to be fantastic. It's nice to have a little alone time, you know, because it happens so rarely. We didn't even ever go out for Valentine's Day. I made that beautiful wrap for nothing because we never went out. So maybe I'll wear it tonight. I don't know. Oh, but it's getting hot in here with all this on. So yeah, happy anniversary, Mr. Cinnamon. Yeah, all right. I think we're gonna call it a video and wrap this up. Next week we will have a new pattern that is being released for the Hobium yarns that I got. So I'm going to be working on writing that pattern out. And yeah, look forward to that. Want to give a shout out to Crystal from Ricola, aka Crystal Crochet and Stuff, and Dina at Dina's Homespun Fun. And I'm going to shout out those two specifically because they are right at 1,000. And they're not there yet. And they're working their little tushies off trying to get their numbers up. So if you could, you know, go over and check out them. I will put their links below and say Cinnamon Stitches sent me. All right, guys. Have a fantastic day. See you later.